Good morning, everyone. My name is Mama Tumanda, your reporter for today. Anyway, since we still haven't finished business about models of technology enhanced instructional lesson, well, let me give you a heads up by watching this video. I need everyone to listen and observe carefully as we are going to continue our lesson, part 2. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, my fellow students, we have here 3 jumbled words. All you need to do is to arrange it and explain or what have you understand about that word. Okay, first, Tyegcoslno. Oh, okay, what do you think is the word? Technology. Alright, very good. Ang teknolohiya ay ang kabuuan ng anumang mga diskarte, kasanayan, kagamitan o proseso na ginamit sa paggawa ng mga makabagong henerasyon ngayon, the modern world. Okay, yan ang teknolohiya. Second, Integraerg. What do you think is the word? Okay, integrate. Now, Tagalogin natin, ang integrate ay isang kilos o proseso ng pagsasama-sama ng iba't ibang bagay. Example, the technology plus education. If you combine that, the process or the combining process is the definition of the word integrate. Gets? Next, number 3, OSBE-JVE-ICT. Oy, what do you think is the word? Present ito sa paggawa ng lesson plan for teachers. Okay, objectives. Ito ay isang idea o layunin, sa Tagalog pa. Layunin ng hinaharap o nais na resulta ng isang tao o isang pangkat o isang buong klase. Yun ang objectives. Speaking of objectives, meron din tayong objectives para sa araw na ito. At the end of this lesson, you guys should be able to first, know when to integrate technology in the lesson. Second, design a lesson with appropriate tools to achieve lesson's objective. Okay? Third, evaluate a sample lesson with the element of technology integration and apply your learnings to enhance it. And that's it. That's our objectives. So wala lang patumpik-tumpik pa. Let's proceed to our lesson. When to integrate or use technology. Kailan ba natin gagamitin ng technology sa klase natin? Well, we will use or integrate technology when we want to improve learning outcomes of our students. So, kung meron kayong CPE105 ngayon, probably you'll be talking about learning outcomes. And educational objectives, and learning outcomes. Speaking of learning outcomes means kinalabasan sa pag-aaral. Yeah, the outcomes na naglalarawan sa kaalaman o kakayanan, knowledge or skills na dapat makuha ng isang estudyante pagkatapos ng isang leksyon or klase. Or kung sa kolehiyo, ang term niyan is kurso. Diba? After a topic, dapat a student should have this kind of learning outcomes. For example, yung objectives mo is all about vocabulary, engaging with new words. Then the learning outcomes of that will be probably ang yung student mo is malawak ang vocabulary niya. 'Di ba? Paglaki niya is he can relate to every words, he can understand every words of a book. Ganon kadali. Ganon ang learning outcomes. Example of learning outcomes. Okay, balik tayo sa topic natin, ano? When to integrate or use technology. Tapos na tayo sa improve learning outcomes. Pangalawa is to access new resources. Okay, so unlike before, if you want to learn or to look for some resources, for example, you need information about this particular topic, pupunta tayo sa ano, di ba? Sa library kasi nandun ang mga libro, etc. etc. Ngayon, in this modern world, napakadaling magkuha ng mga impormasyon kahit hindi ka lumalabas sa bahay mo, kahit nakaupo ka lang dyan. Dyan natin makikita na napakalaki ng tulong ng technology, especially for us, mga students, and also for our teachers. Nandyan yung e-books, documentary, etc. etc. Next is opportunities for improvement. So example niyan is using TV in a classroom. 'Di ba? 'Di ba before we are using Manila paper and cartolina and pentel pen, yun ang ginagamit natin noon. Pero ngayon, sa every classroom ngayon, meron ng mga TV, malalaking TV, 50 inches. Because it is an improvement. 'Di ba? It is an improvement kasi doon napapakita nila ang mga images, mga videos for better illustration sa kanilang mga lesson experience. And last but not the least is to make process more efficient. So, integrating technology in our lesson, napakadali. The process of learning for the students and process of teaching for the teachers. Diba? Like now, for example, I am using smartphone, and smartphone has many features. Okay, the camera, the recording audio, it can edit, and it can also access to the internet. With all of this, the different features of a smartphone, I can able to report in front of you guys. It is more efficient to use technology kaysa, okay, kino-compare ko naman yung mga kagamitan natin noon, 'di ba? It has a thick gap between the new version and the old version of education. Next, proceed naman tayo sa designing a lesson with appropriate tools to achieve lessons objective. Paano ba pumili ng nararapat na tools, na technology para sa ating lesson? So, step 1. Actually, we have 4 steps here. So, step 1 muna tayo. Identify learning objectives based on a topic or content. How? Well, objectives, you have to make sure that your objectives are observable. Okay, dapat yung objectives mo or yung mga target na competencies ng estudyante, kasi kadalasan yan nakikita sa objectives. Dapat yung objectives mo are dapat kaya ng mga estudyante mo. Okay? Second, consider your subject matter that is included in your lesson. So, basically, ang paggawa ng lesson plan, you have to make sure of your topic first and your objectives. Simple as that. Second, determine knowledge and skills. Okay, assess your students. So, diba, kung meron kayong CPE107 ngayon, you may have encountered with the 5 principles of assessment, including na yung assessment na gumagamit ng rubrics, diba? Just simply assess your students and find out how your students learn. Wag makibagay ka kung ano yung makakaya ng estudyante mo. Hindi ka pwede magbigay ng activity na hindi kaya ng iyong estudyante. You have to adapt with their capabilities, their knowledge, learning capabilities. Ganun, you have to adapt. Next, expound your resources to obtain your objectives. 21st century people, students, mga future teachers, alam niyo yan. Marunong kayo dito kalap-kalap ng mga informasyon, lalo na pag may, that's it. Same as teaching. You have to expound your resources. Dapat, hindi ka lang nakafocus kung anong nasa example na lesson plan nyo. You have to search for another materials na pwede mong gamitin sa lesson mo. Next, we are now in step 3. This is where you select a tool or instructional aid to use. So this is the main point of the story, choosing an appropriate tool for more efficient learning. Now, how to do that? Okay? Well, you have to make sure that you know how to use the preferred tool. Okay? Hindi pwedeng gumamit ka ng isang application na hindi mo naman alam kung paano i-operate. Like, for example, hindi ka marunong mag-set ng rules. Kasi, some of the application kasi may mga rules na dapat ganito, dapat malaki ang letter, ganun, malaki ang letter lahat. Naka-experience na kayo ng ganyan. Sa, most commonly, sa Google Form, yung mga ibang teachers hindi alam ang, hindi alam ang ibang features ng Google Form. Kaya, minsan, nagkakamali yung mga students. And, that's a fault to a teacher. So, future teachers, you must reassure yourself na alam mo gumamit ng isang technology tool or a specific software application. So, gets everything clear? Okay, let's proceed to another explanation. When you select a tool, check if your lesson's content goes along with your tool. Okay? Hindi basta-basta pumili ng technology tool kung hindi mo naman alam kung ano ang benefits niyan, ano ang features, anong pwedeng may offer dyan, anong pwedeng gawin para saan yung technology tool na yan. Those are the things you need to consider, okay? For example, if you are teaching MAPE, or if you are teaching MAPE, example, kakanta, 'di ba? Meron dyan sa arts and I don't know, sa arts yata. Example, kakanta. What do you think is the best technology tool para sa ganyan? Okay, pwede yung mga editing tools, 'di ba? Kasi meron ding editing tools, or it could be simply as the mobile phone. 'Di ba? Kasi camera 'yun. Pwede niyo sila sabihin na gumamit sila ng camera to record themselves singing. Ganon. Hindi pwede na sabihin mo na you have to sing, use Microsoft Word. Hindi pwede. So, in addition, with step 3, you need to select a tool, right? So, I added here which technology we should use. So, I gave you some information that could help you in choosing a technology tool. First, we have the web conferencing software. Refers to any app that makes online meetings. For example, Skype, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Zoom, you name it. Second, the lecture capture software. So this kind of apps will let you record your presentation, manage video files, etc. Or mag-stream, kahit mag-stream. Example yan is Panopto app. And OBS Studio. Check your laptop. If you're a MSU Main University student, Marawi campus, so check nyo sa laptop QT nyo, meron dyang OBS Studio. Learn how to use it. I swear. Actually, yan ang ginagamit ko para mag-record ng PowerPoint. It's easy to use. Okay? Okay. Third, classroom response system. Okay. So, this allows students to answer question with an input. Direct input. Okay. Example na dito yung Kahoot. Na-experience ko na yung Kahoot. There are many fun games. And at the same time, it is very stimulating and educational and informative. Okay, you get it. Another example of that is Squeezies. Here, I just put it here. And Quizlet, etc. Last kind of technology I put it in here is the learning management system. It is a kind of online education that provides a large and indispensable set of features to support educational activities. Example na yan yung ginagamit natin ngayon, which is Google Classroom. Diba? Para na siyang classroom. Doon ka sasubmit ng mga activities, assignments, quizzes, etc. Last but not the least, step 4. Determine the method of the assessment. So, ano bang gagawin natin dito sa step 4? Well, you need to have a criteria or a standard to assess your chosen technology tool. For example, we have here a video a software application, video editing application. So, tatanungin mo sa iyong sarili, or you will check the information. Meron naman dyan ano ba mga features nito? Marami bang transition? Free ba? Wala bang sign up dito? Baka hihingain tayo ng hihingan tayo ng credit card. Naku, wala tayong pera. Ano pa? Meron bang free music? Meron, applicable ba dito ang green screen? Kagaya ng ginagamit ko ngayon. Meron akong green na tela sa likod ko. Anyway, wala bang bugs sa application na to? Madali bang gamitin? So on and so forth. You need to assess. Okay? Meron pa bang mas maganda dito? Like that. But, there is still the best criteria you can have. I mean, there is the content. Okay? Yung topic mo mismo. Yun ang pagbabasehin mo when it comes choosing the technology tool. For example, yung sinabi ko kanina, arts or singing, di ba? Anong pwede mo gamitin dyan kung ganyan ang topic mo or ganyan ang pag-assess mo sa estudyante mo? If I were the teacher, I will use TikTok. 'Di ba? Or kung ano naman, kung mahina ang MB nila or maliit lang storage nila, then they can simply use their camera on their phone. Ganon ka mag-isip. You have to assess your preferred tool. Next, check the caliber of the information and the ICT skills of your students. So, eto na. Hindi ka pwede basta maggamit ng technology tool kung hindi naman to alam ng mga estudyante mo. Diba? Kaya sinabi ko ganina kung all about singing or dancing yung topic ko, then I will choose TikTok. Why? TikTok is very popular right now sa mga kabataan and marunong silang gumamit. Okay? Ako hindi masyado. Wala nga akong TikTok account, char. Meron pero walang followers. Anyway, again, that's how you design a lesson. So at this very moment, I'm going to show you a sample plan that make use of a mobile device. So it is a integration of technology and the lesson. So here is the output. We have here part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So sa part 1, itong color blue, if you notice, it is the objectives. Ayan the learning outcomes. So, yan ang expectation na dapat makita ng isang teacher pagkatapos ng kanyang lesson. First is, dapat ma-identify ng mga students yung plot, sunod yung mag-create ng script, and then, the use of a mobile device. Dapat marunong sila magamit ng mobile device. The second part naman is to prepare things needed in setting up the classroom. So, yung mga materials na kinakailangan sa pag-assess ng teacher or sa activity nila. First, nandyan ang book, mobile device with a specific feature, yung camera, and then the internet access, and the last one is the platform that made by the teacher or yung site kung saan mag-upload yung mga student. Third one is plan and push instructional flow. Ayan na. Diyan na mangyayari yung activity. Magaganap na yung activity dito. So, after a particular fiction literature, learners will discuss the different elements of a plot. Yan. Magde-divide ang class into groups. And magsusulat sila ng summary or the summarize of the plot. Third is, they will act the scene. Okay. Naranasan nyo na ba yan? Yung mag-act sa scene? Siguro naranasan ko yung mga elementary pa. Mga elementary pa yan. Gamit pa namin yun is, medyo not really high yung definition ng camera. Diba noon ng mga, kung sa tabi-tabi lang binibili yung mga camera na touchscreen. But ngayon, no worries kasi high quality na yung mga camera natin. So next, last one is the recording. Yung record nila sa kanilang play ay ma-upload sa site nila. Yun ang activity. Okay. Dito naman sa part 4, sa number 4, provide plausible possibilities. Dito sa green na banda. Dito, binibigyan ng consideration, nagbibigay consideration si teacher sa mga estudyante. Example dito, the written script could be acted by like a radio play. So, di ba, naririnig natin sa mga radyo, yung mga drama-drama, pwede nila ganun i-act it out or Ganun ang output nila. So, recording feature, like a podcast, ganun. This can also be uploaded in the site. Of course, MP3 or any audio pwede din ma-upload sa site. As a team, create a different ending. So dito, dapat nag-a-accept din si teacher ng twist. Okay, twist ng story, twist ng plot. Okay, the team can select the best plausible twist. So, bahala ng mga estudyante din mag-isip. Now, let's move on to our enrichment activity. In a small group, okay, you can group yourselves into 5 or something. Probably 5. Okay, think and discuss possible ways on how the mobile can be integrated in any part of a lesson. Right? Another technique of integrating the use of a mobile device such as the phone or tablet in a lesson. So, kung ikaw masusunod, if you are the teacher, paano mo magagamit ang mobile device? Anong klaseng leksyon? Saang parte ng leksyon mo gagamitin yung mobile device? So, I know somehow you've learned something from today's topic. So, anyone who can summarize the lesson? You can comment down below. You're free to share your thoughts and what you have learned from today's topic. Okay? Thank you in advance for sharing. Okay. Generalization. Here comes the generalization. Okay. It is very important for every future teacher to learn how to create a lesson with appropriate technology tools. This is for more effective and effortless teaching and learning. Remember, we are not using technology for technology's sake. Okay? Hindi tayo gumagamit ng technology para masabi lang, oy, gumagamit kami ng technology, high-tech kami, blah, blah, blah. No, we are using technology para makatulong sa atin, makatulong sa pag-teach at pag-learn ng mga estudyante para mas lumawak pa ang kanilang kaalaman, ang kanilang skills, and so on, so forth. Also, remember, we are using our goals or objectives to know what kind of technology tool we should use. Okay? Magbabase tayo sa topic natin at hindi lang kung anong dapat technology ang gagamitin. Gets? Gets na gets. Okay. Ngayon sa quiz nyo naman, meron tayong part 1 and part 2. Okay? Sa part 1, tinatawag itong share it. Now, how to do this share it? Okay, you only have to finish the fragments by providing your personal ideas or technology philosophy. Okay, alam niyo na yan. To continue the thought. For example, bibigyan ko kayo ng example. Sa number 4. Okay, madali lang yung number 4. An example of technology integration in a lesson is making use of TikTok. Making use of TikTok in a subject of MAPE. Yun. In-example ko na yun dati sa discussion natin. Okay? Gets? Gets na gets. Part 2. Dito tayo sa part 2. Okay? Logic key. So, based on how to design a lesson with technology tools, okay? Balik kayo doon sa 4 na steps na diniscuss ko kanina. Identify on which step does the statement belong. Okay? Ang choices nyo dito is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Ayan. Nakalagay dyan sa handouts nyo. Example, sa number 1, look for resources that can be useful in achieving the objectives. Saan part kaya ng designing tools or designing a lesson? Is it step 1? Is it step 2? Step 3? Step 4? Ikaw nang bahala mag-answer dyan. And, reminder, bonus po yung number 10. Okay. You're welcome. Plus 1 point ka na sa akin. Okay? Walang masizero sa quiz natin ngayon. And for your assignment, ayan. What can you say about the free laptop from our university? Sino ba nakakuha na ng laptop? Ako, nakakuha na ako ng laptop. Yan ang ginagamit ko ngayon. Anyway, how about the apps? Okay, anong masasabi niyo sa laptop na binigay ng university, pinakamamahal nating pamantasang Mindanao? What can you say about it? Is it beneficial for both teachers and students? Yung laptop at saka yung mga apps na nasa loob ng laptop? Okay, you get it. Write minimum of 5 sentences. Okay? And that's all, folks. Thank you for listening. Has been Mama J. Tumanda. Ciao.